Good morning everyone, guess where I am today? I'm in Portsmouth, on board this preserved Portsmouth Corporation Leyland PD2 as we travel around Portsmouth and Southsea on a special CPPTD circular service on this fine August day in 2025. Currently we're outside the Portsmouth City Museum on Museum Road as we're shortly about to depart on the circular service down to Southsea. Hope everyone's keeping well, keeping out of mischief. I am, but as you know, that's quite a tall order even for me. Here we go, there goes the bells. We're under starters orders and we should be off. So this is Museum Road looking northwest towards Portsmouth Harbour Station. Looks like someone forgot their shopping or their money for the conductor. As always, someone gets on the bus at the last minute just before we're about to go. So it's not just a London thing.
No, I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe she thought, I think maybe she'd already got you something by that point, or I saw it later on, or... Actually, I saw it. Yeah.
So yeah, we've got this beautiful day here in July 2025 here in Portsmouth.
I think maybe she said by that point.
Just outside the City Museum.
To Mum, obviously, like knowing, I was like, oh, how would you get across? Like, I think she asked me how you get across the island, like the best way. And Mum was like, your dad will hate that because of the heights. And I went, oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully this time we'll make it. Yay, we're moving forward. I can see the wheels. I can see the bus moving forward.
I think Mum has probably
drivers engaging into gear, and we're on our way along Museum Road.
Lots of instances of you being terrified of heights, whereas I think with me, you've just avoided them. Somehow
so we're now heading along Museum Road in Portsmouth. We're at this roundabout up ahead. We shall be turning left into the High Street towards Old Portsmouth.
It's a cable car. It's not even a cable car. It's a seat. It's one of the seating.
So this bus I'm travelling on is a former Portsmouth Corporation Leyland PD2, which dates from 1956 and was converted to open top in 1971. And was finally withdrawn from service and acquired for preservation in 1980. The fleet number of this bus is number 4. So we're now heading along the High Street in Old Portsmouth with the Portsmouth Grammar School buildings on the left hand side. This is actually the bottom end of the A3 all the way from London. So this is technically where the A3 finishes. This is the part of Portsmouth which dates from the 1700s, along with its selection of modern and old buildings.
They've got stops, haven't they?
You didn't send me any videos and things from
road hump. So very shortly we'll be coming into the part of Portsmouth called Old Portsmouth, where we have all the old pubs as well as the inner camber. Coming up on the right hand side there's Portsmouth Cathedral. In all its finery there's Portsmouth Cathedral with its famous bell tower. Coming up to the sea walls, straight ahead where we'll be turning right. Just here on the left hand side, that's Grand Parade. So coming up to the sea walls here.
I think your options were like...
So just behind this wall on the left hand side is Portsmouth Harbour itself, where you've got all the business shipping lanes with all the ferries going to and from the Isle of Wight, as well as the ferries going to and from Spain and France. So we're now going along Broad Street in Old Portsmouth. We'll shortly be seeing these set of tram rails which are still in place, even though the last trams in Portsmouth ran in 1936. this is Broad Street, so this is where the A3 comes to an end. There's a stagecoach to Trident Enviro 400 pulling out on service 25 to the Hailing Ferry. So we loop round this bit here. So straight ahead, that's the Camber dock, or the inner Camber.
Oh yeah.
Very shortly, once this bus leaves this bus stop, we'll be seeing the Spinnaker Tower.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to stop.
Well, it had almost stopped.
Yeah, but I didn't, in my head I was like, I thought I was just telling you the route.
No, at the time against the stop. Yeah, it was a time tank. As in the old days.
What a beautiful day, B-E-A beautiful. So we're coming up to Camber Quay, which is this area straight in front of us where we've got small boats and yachts and things. Listen to that Leyland growl, perfect. Superb example of a Leyland engine on this Leyland PD2 vehicle.
So they could have gone on forever saying
So there we go, we've got 2 bells.
she'd never tried an egg there. So long.
So at this junction we're going to be looping round where we'll be seeing the famous White Link Ferry. There's the White Link Ferry, the Victoria of White, along with Spinnaker Tower just behind. So that's the new car ferry there, the Victoria of White, which links Portsmouth with Ryde over on the Isle of Wight.
She can't have eggs either. She's allergic.
So just visible on the right hand side you'll see the tram track, which is still there after all these years. You can just about make it out. There's the tram lines there, which are still there despite the fact that the last trams in Portsmouth ran in 1936. So we're heading back along Broad Street now as we head back through Old Portsmouth.
But apparently the white has a lot more of the allergenic proteins in it.
Yeah.
There's a fine example of a K6 telephone box there on the right hand side. That structure straight in front of us, that's the famous round tower. So we've got some excellent views of the harbour. Good place to watch the ships arriving and departing on their merry way.
So like a cake. And then you go to really well.
Could be the square tower, who knows? I think it's the square tower, this one. The round tower's a bit further along.
Mayonnaise, it's like but every time if she reacts, you like go back and start again, like leave it, go back and start again, and test again in a few weeks. So my friend has been doing it.
Straight in front is the famous Wellington pub.
She says every time they give her anything.
One of the many pubs in Old Portsmouth which are still in use every day. We're back on Grand Parade on the right hand side over there. Grand Parade there looking towards Long Curtain. And also there's Portsmouth Cathedral again as we pass it on the left hand side. There it is behind the trees. There we are, there's Portsmouth Cathedral. So very shortly we'll be crossing over from High Street into Pembroke Road. So this is Pembroke Road we're going into as we head towards the direction of Southsea. Coming up on the right hand side where this white car is coming out of, that is the Governor's Green. So this is Pembroke Road, which takes us towards the general direction of Southsea. This is one of my favourite parts of Portsmouth. You've got all these lovely tree-lined streets as we approach the western end of Southsea itself. So this is the roundabout with Pier Road. So So if you go on the right hand side, that takes you towards Clarence Pier, and if you go left, that takes you into Portsmouth city centre itself. But we're going to go straight on at the roundabout into Southsea. Got a stagecoach vehicle there on Route 23 out to Havant. 23 being a former Portsmouth Corporation bus route many years ago. So we're now heading eastwards along Duisburg Way towards Southsea. Very shortly we're passing through Southsea Common. We've got another rainbow crossing here. Portsmouth's a very LGBTQ friendly city. I should know because there's lots of stiff sails after lunch break. Rules! Into the environs of Southsea. You find the Victorian building coming up in the centre of your video. So that's Osborne Road on the left hand side. That takes you into the main shopping centre of Southsea. Very shortly we'll be turning right into Avenue de Cannes. From Clarence Parade we're going to be turning right into this tree-lined boulevard called Avenue de Cannes as we head towards the direction of Southsea Castle.
Milo McKay, this is his real name, which is somehow even Porsche. Very nice man. It's weird when you talk to him, you still see the touch of carpet, even though it's drawn on.
Avenue de Cannes. So the building, fine building right in the distance, that is Southsea Castle. And as always we've got some motorists picking someone up, being totally random as per. And we go on our merry way towards the direction of the castle. Everyone's busy enjoying themselves in Southsea Common.
Oh yeah, that'll be great. Troy Moore, Timrenko, who is he has cerebral palsy, and he's just... Did you hear the show about it? Basically, he's like horrible, he's like a bit funny, but people like let him get away with everything. That's what the show's about.
So just before Southsea Castle we turn left into Clarence Esplanade.
Yeah, it's really funny. General, you know how
so there's the famous Southsea Castle and Lighthouse straight ahead. Also on the right hand side that's the D-Day Museum, another well-known Portsmouth local attraction.
But Tim will be, he's really funny.
So, does that affect the speech?
It does, yeah.
So now we're cutting directly through Southsea Common. Looks like we have a good group of people about to board our bus. Over there, that's the Southsea Skate Park. So in the next 5 minutes we'll be coming towards South Parade Pier in Southsea.
I used to do roller skating.
Did you? Oh. You're getting bored again so quickly as soon as we stop.
Hopefully, if we keep our eyes open, we might see the other preserved Portsmouth Corporation Leyland TD1, which dates from 1935. That will also be an open-top bus as well. There's one of the first Hampshire right street decks passing us by.
Yeah, and they're all
The
like,
underground.
yeah. And they're all automatic drive. So you just like the whole thing is quite scary actually, it's quite intense. Feels like we're in a game. But they've got loads of like wheels and stuff so the kids can feel like they're like
Stop it, I need to find that bus. When's the Where's that man? Should we go get it? Куда, сейчас поедем. Иди сюда, туда не лезь. Мы сейчас поедем.
What was your chicken like?
yeah, it was nice. I mean, I would prefer not to as well, but they like
I did not. It was basically a chicken.
There we go, there's the bell, so hopefully we'll be on the move.
Might duck me a bit.
my dessert was good sweat. Chocolate cherry.
Worried about it.
Also, if you notice, some of the trees along Southsea Common have got that sort of windswept look about them, which makes them look quite distinctive. Such as these two trees coming up on the right hand side. This area in the winter is very windswept and bleak, so that's why some of the trees you see around here have got very unusual shapes.
Oh, yeah.
That lemon.
So we're now coming along onto Clarence South Parade Esplanade as we approach South Parade Pier, which will be coming in the next couple of minutes. As you can see, coming up in the centre of your video, there's South Parade Pier, which is one of many icons of Southsea. There's these beautiful gardens on the left-hand side. So that's South Parade Pier, which also featured in the rock opera film Tommy back in 1974. So at this junction here we'll be turning right into Southsea Esplanade, South Parade Esplanade. There's another view of the gardens over there. I absolutely adore these gardens because every time of the year they've got all these different flowers and things. And flowers make for a brighter world. So there's South Parade Pier in more detail as we pass it by on the right hand side. Oh, just listen to that Leyland growl. Oh, this is absolute heaven. And for once, I'm actually travelling on a bus that's not a route master. Shock horror. It may sound a bit like a route master, but as the great Roy Walker says, it's close, but it's not right. So over on the left hand side, that's the South Parade Pier terminus of many bus routes from out of Portsmouth. And And up until 1963 it was also the terminus for the trolleybus services that Portsmouth had. Portsmouth Corporation used to have trolleybuses, which is one in the eye for those people from Southampton, because Southampton never had trolleybuses. Southampton had trams until 1949, but Southampton never had trolleybuses, although Portsmouth had trolleybuses until 1963. First trolleybuses running in Portsmouth in 1936, when they replaced the last of the trams in the city. So now we're heading eastwards, southeastwards in the direction of Eastney. And in the far distance you can just about make out Hayling Island, the western part of Hayling Island. And yes, that is the English Channel on the far right.
Yes, it's much busier down here because there's traffic.
Yeah, but nothing.
Oh yeah. Is it sandy then?
Yeah. Very fine sound as well. You made a comment about the fact that it is.
As you can see, everyone's enjoying the sunshine and everything that the South Sea has to offer at this time of the year. And of course it's the summer holidays as well, where you've got lots of kiddies roaming around, all enjoying this fine weather. Also just by the zebra crossing there's a vehicle from the Hampshire Constabulary, or the Hampshire and Isle of Wight Constabulary as it's now known as. We've got some suicidal person walking on the road, which is not a good smart thing to do. And you thought I saw everything in London, my God. So now we're heading along Eastney Esplanade as we head in the general direction of Eastney.
Sorry? Who?
And the car parks are going to be quite busy as well, so there'll be a lot of disgruntled motorists at this time of the afternoon. First come, first served, early birds and worms and all that sort of thing spring to mind. As you can see, the car park is busy, along with the customary ice cream van. Over on the left hand side that is Southsea Model Village, another icon of the South Sea seafront. So over in the very far distance that's the western, southwestern part of Hayling Island. Hayling Island being the last bastion of Hampshire before we go into West Sussex.
So they're going to go down the seas.
As you can see, the beach here is all pebbles. It's a good beach, as long as you don't mind sitting on lots of pebbles. Very shortly at this T-junction up ahead we'll be turning left. If you go straight on at this junction, that takes you straight in towards Eastney, also to the Hayling Ferry.
Yeah, maybe they can get around to
So we're going to be turning left into St George's Road, and then left again back towards Southsea. So we're turning left back into Eastern Parade.
Oh, what's the other car? Is it a boat? They weren't busy, but yeah.
You said there was 40.
Probably about that, yeah. I mean, it was over did have some, but still think he drank unfair share.
So this is the Eastern Parade.
I mean, he is one of those people that wouldn't drink. He likes to drink a lot, but not more. Like, he would prefer not more.
Really?
But he does drink more. It's not like that. He knows he won't. But
And if you look closer to that, in the far distance, there's the Isle of Wight. Northeastern corner of the Isle of Wight,
you like it.
where you've got places like Ryde and Seaview.
It's disgusting. Yeah, I know you like that one because it's yours, but it's still really chemically.
Oh, yes.
So we're coming up to this next stop, which is the stop for Southsea. Sometimes we might be having people getting on or off at this stop.
Very much did. Mama turned, and then I got very pale skin. Actually, Daddy turned as too.
And Enviro 300
He's
passing
got
us
the very
by.
pale skin. That's the point. Her father does. I think her grandfather.
There's a Hampshire police car, Hampshire Constabulary police
gave me
vehicle.
ridiculous pale skin, and then her ridiculous pale skin, even though my mum has skin that turns easily, and so does Joe.
Powerful genes.
Dark is meant to be more powerful. Well, Joe doesn't really burn. Yes, he will, but he's like not as easily as someone very fat like me or you.
We're going to be facing the sun.
I know. That's why I turned over.
And off we go for the next stop.
This will cut protect you. Yeah. It just feels bright on your face. Then quick feed when we get there, and then I can move the
Also coming up on the left-hand side, that is the Southsea Canoe Lake. World famous Southsea Canoe Lake, there it is in all its glory. Which is also a host to swans and geese and ducks throughout the year.
New Zealand entity friend that's come back actually would be like, oh, meet you at the Swan Lake. We were like, it's canoe lakes. We'd be like, oh, yeah, there's no canoes on there, that is and they're in the shape of swans.
So we're now coming back to South Parade Pier.
They're glad to be home.
There's one of the new Wright Electroliner vehicles there.
She was in a hot tub in the rain.
On the number 1 to Gunwharf
They
Quays.
moved back now.
So this is the bus stop for Southsea South Parade Pier.
It's like if Joe gets
Obviously there's the pier over there.
see Corana in his little pompey kit.
And off we go again. Well, the next stop on the service will be Clarence Pier. So up here we're going to be turning right back towards Clarence Pier.
Oh, they're not. We're not going beyond.
That is a lot of people. So we will probably need to go through all those people. So I'll probably need to have a little
So there's the entrance to South Parade Pier on the left hand side. There's another view of the pier. So now we're heading westwards along South Parade itself. Passing the South Parade Gardens again. Lovely bit of grass and flowers there on the left hand side.
Be so cool.
So this roundabout we're turning right into Clarence Parade. Just coming up in the centre of your screen is the famous Jolly Sailor pub, along with a bit of 1960s architecture at its worst. Mind you, it could be worse. We could be passing the Tricorn Centre. Thankfully that's gone. It certainly won't be missed by me. There's some proper Southsea architecture on the right hand side, these beautiful Victorian buildings, which in a way is very reminiscent of parts of Brighton and Hove.
It's starting to get bored now.
Some more Victorian buildings on the right hand side. As we pass Southsea Common on the left hand side. Also coming up in the centre of your picture, you can just see the top of the Spinnaker Tower. World famous Portsmouth landmark, that is Spinnaker Tower, just there on the centre of your screen. So there's Osborne Road coming off on the right hand side, as we head westwards back into Duisburg Way. Look at this for a picture, that's a true Portsmouth scene there with Spinnaker Tower just in the centre of the video there. So at this roundabout we shall be turning left towards the direction of Clarence Pier, which will be our next scheduled stop if anyone wants to get on or off at Clarence Pier. Clarence Pier also being famous for its amusement arcades, as well as being the terminal for the hovercraft service that goes over to Ryde on the Isle of Wight. Hovercraft service normally taking about 7 to 10 minutes, or as I used to call it, the Hoovercraft. So that's Pembroke Road straight ahead. We're going to be turning left into Pier Road. So this is Pier Road we're turning into. And straight ahead, that is the Clarence Pier amusement arcades. Along with the famous Coffee Cup restaurant. restaurants.
Just look at this paint.
So now we're running around into this one-way system into Clarence Pier. Straight ahead in the centre of your photo of the Royal Navy Memorial,
Yeah, will we?
Southsea Common. And then straight in front here, this is the hover travel hovercraft terminal to ride over on the Isle of Wight. There's a hover travel bus on the left hand side. That connects this hover travel terminal here in Southsea with Portsmouth city centre. So this is Clarence Pier that we're coming to now, the famous amusement arcade, as we pull into one of the bus stops. There's one of the first Solent Wright Street decks and park and ride service. So there's Southsea Common straight ahead. So over there, that's looking towards Old Portsmouth. You've got Spinnaker Tower in the centre of the screen there, along with Portsmouth Cathedral. Also, you can just see Gunwharf Quays on the right hand side. And just there, that is the Clarence Pier Amusement Arcade, which also featured in the Mr. Bean comedy, the episode Mind the Baby, Mr. Bean, where Mr. Bean inadvertently looks after someone's baby. That was filmed back in 1993, I believe. That's where it all happened. That was where the episode Mind the Baby, Mr. Bean was filmed, right here on the Clarence Pier.
Stella doesn't go.
Lollipop. And that's the one, and that's where after hopping.
What did she do?
I didn't know. Or maybe it's only certain stops. You could walk through the fields. You know that field there? It's a shorter walk. Do you want to do that? Get off the bus? You know that
What else stages have?
What do you want to do? Do you want to get off?
There goes the bell.
But do you want to get off here? Because you're on your walk.
And then we'll be on the remainder of our journey back to the Portsmouth City Museum, which is just a mere 5 minutes away.
Not the museum today.
So we're now running back into Pier Road as we head northwards towards the direction of the city centre.
Oh, it's not the coffee cup one.
Ah, there we are, there's the other Portsmouth Corporation Leyland TD1. So that's the Leyland TD1, which dates from 1935. So that's it passing along there on its way down to Southsea. So we're on the Leyland PD2, which dates from 1956. So we're on the younger of the two open toppers on this service.
Because apparently one of the buses is 90-year-old and the other one's 70.
The one from 1935 is one very noisy little beast, which I travelled on earlier, which was a nice bus, but it's very noisy due to its age. Coming up on the right hand side is a fine Victorian building. Used to be a hotel years ago, but now it's since been converted into student accommodation for the University of Portsmouth.
No, that was the one that went off before. Yeah, that one went off before the rest thing when you were just getting
I know why it's
and it went, and I was going, oh my God, Gavin.
Pardon me, that's the egg and chips talking. So now heading north along Jubilee Terrace. Where at this roundabout up ahead we'll be turning left into Museum Road, where we'll be dropping off back at the museum where we started our journey 40 minutes ago.
I know, but you didn't know it.
So if you keep on going north at this junction, that takes you towards Portsmouth City Centre.
I get the idea.
And if you go east at this junction, that takes you towards Southsea. And we're going to be turning left into Museum Road. Well, we shall be dropping off by the Portsmouth City Museum and Art Gallery, where we started our journey earlier on. So we're back on Museum Road again. Lovely tree-lined street, this one. So there's the City Museum on the left-hand side, along with the Portsmouth Corporation bus.
They must go away from here. Oh my.
So there's the main entrance to the Portsmouth Museum and Art Gallery. There's another stagecoach bus there going past. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get off the bus and then I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. So this is the end of the route. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down, wait until everyone comes off. Going to be a backlog of passengers because obviously there's only one door on this vehicle. There's the museum there in all its glory. There we are, Portsmouth Museum and Art Gallery. So what I'll do, I'll show you a view of the bus from the outside. As well, I'll show you the little utility bus that's parked in the yard at the museum. So we're now about to go down the stairs on this fantastic old Leyland PD2. So I'll show you the bus from the outside. This is the view of the lower saloon of the vehicle. As you can see, it's still got the old 1950s seats on it. Look at that. Beautiful 1960s seats with their original seat moquette and leather edges. Absolutely lovely inside. So this is a typical interior of the Portsmouth Corporation bus. So what we'll do, we'll show you the bus from the outside. There's the City of Portsmouth coat of arms with the motto "Heaven's Light, Our Guide," which is the Portsmouth City motto. So what we'll do... Oh, that was a bit of luck. I was on the last bus. It was the last bus of the day, so I was lucky enough to go on it. So that's a view of it from the outside. That's the bus I travelled on just now. Fleet number 4. It was originally numbered 104 in the Portsmouth Corporation fleet, but it was renumbered 104 when it was converted. It was renumbered to 4 when it got converted into an open-top bus in 1971. As you can see, you've got the standard Leyland radiator there, along with the iconic Leyland badge of the 1940s and 50s. We've got the fleet number there, fleet number 4. So yeah, this is Portsmouth Corporation number 4 in all its glory. So that's one superb little vehicle, that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the utility bus, if it's still there. Yes, it's still here. But I'll also show you this other interesting bit of kit. There's this vehicle just here. This vehicle here, being a former bus, it was converted into a tower wagon. So this is tower wagon TW1 with its crane on the roof, and this was originally used to repair the overhead wires of the old trolleybus system in Portsmouth. And when the trolleybus system in Portsmouth came to an end in 1963, this was kept to repair the streetlights in Portsmouth. So this vehicle was actually converted from a double-decker bus. As you can see, it's got the Leyland radiator with its hand crank there. And you've got its fleet number there, TW1, Tower Wagon 1, along with the Portsmouth City Council coat of arms. There we are, I've got old and new together there. And what I'll do, I'll just show you this beautiful little Bedford bus, which is in the course of being loading up with all the bits and pieces. So this superb vehicle here is number 170 in the what was the Portsmouth Corporation fleet. So this is a Bedford OB single decker with its wartime utility body. And this is one of my favourite little buses in the Portsmouth Corporation fleet. As you can see, it's painted in the Portsmouth Corporation maroon and white livery with a grey roof, as it would have looked during World War II. And that is one superb little bus. Typical representation of Portsmouth's smaller buses of the 1940s and 1950s, along with the iconic Bedford radiator. And its fleet number there, 170. And it belongs to the lettering there, City of Portsmouth Passenger Transport Department, East Portsmouth. So what we'll do, before I go, I'm just going to show you one more bus. And then we'll knock this video on the head because it's coming up to 47 minutes now. So that's the back end of the tower wagon that I showed you a couple of minutes previously. And if you look on the back and on the front, it's got the registration RV. And RV was the registration for Portsmouth. Like if you go to the Isle of Wight, the letters DL would have been the registration for the Isle of Wight. So that's the Portsmouth City Museum buildings on the left hand side. This is these wonderful gardens along with the CPPTD sales stand. And also worthy of note in these gardens is this lovely old telephone box. As you can see just here in the middle of your screen, there's this lovely old telephone box from the 1920s, when these were quite prevalent in parts of Britain. I'll just zoom out a bit. So that's the old 1920s telephone cabin. Kiosk number 1, and it has a few more details about the GPO telephone box. The range was declared obsolescent in 1930 and was finally made obsolete in 1936. And then here's one of my favourite exhibits, this bus just here behind the trees. This is a Portsmouth Corporation Leyland PD2. So that is number 123. Was originally number 123 in the Portsmouth Corporation bus fleet, and it's preserved in the iconic maroon and white livery that Portsmouth Corporation had back in the 50s and 60s, along with their trolleybus fleet. So there's the rear view of it there, with the fleet number there, 123, and its registration. And we can also have a look inside as well. So we're now looking inside Portsmouth Corporation 123. This is a view looking towards the front of the vehicle, along with this beautifully trimmed seating moquette. Absolutely perfect. And one interesting fact about the Portsmouth buses was their seats had those curved tops on them. So Portsmouth Corporation was one of those corporation bus fleets where the seats had a curved tops on them instead of straight tops. So what we're about to do is we're going to go upstairs. So we're going to the upper deck of this vehicle, which was bodied by Metro Camel. So this is the upper deck, looking towards the front. looking towards the route blind box there. And as you can see, the route blinds were all changed by hand. And then what we're going to do, we're going to look to the rear of the bus. So that's a view looking towards the rear of the vehicle. So this view is looking towards the back. There's the emergency exit. There's the famous conductor's mirror. The warning notice to passengers. Notice to passengers, Road Traffic Act 1930. Standing passengers are not allowed in this saloon by order. And there's a famous bell, which would have been a buzzer like on the route masters in London. So we're now heading down the stairs back to the lower saloon. There's the used tickets bin. And there's the bodywork plate there. Body constructed by Metro Camel Carriage and Wagon Company Limited, Birmingham, England. And of course Metro Camel, they also built underground trains for London. There's another warning notice there. Luggage carried at owner's risk, and the corporation will not accept liability for loss or damage from whatever cause. So that's everyone being told. So I'll just have another final walk to the front of the bus. And this gives you more details about the CPPTD events in 2025. So there we are, this view looks towards the rear of the bus. And unusually, there's no lower saloon bell cord. Portsmouth buses never had a bell cord. Not like London's buses. Not like the RT or the Route Masters at London has. And then we'll just give you one more final look at this beautiful moquette. As you can see, some of it's already been worn. So it shows how old some of this seating moquette actually is. But I do love the intricacy of all the detailing of this seat moquette. And also there's the lower deck bell cord, the bell push. You've got another safety notice. Safety first, wait until the bus stops. Wise words. Because of course this is an open platform vehicle. Oh well, there goes the PD2 back to its base. So I was lucky enough to get a ride on that one. Very lucky indeed. And there's a Portsmouth coat of arms again. A motto. And the legal lettering as well. And the fleet number, which is an easy number to remember. It's as easy as 123, quite literally. Along the Leyland diesel badge there. And of course the iconic Leyland radiator. And the front blinds. I'll give you one more look around into the cab. So there's the steering wheel there. And the indicator lever. It's quite a primitive cabin there, but does exactly what you need to. Does exactly what it says on the tin. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's coming up to 54 minutes long, so it's been quite a long video, but hopefully you've enjoyed it and you've learned a little bit from it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to love you and leave you with this final view of Portsmouth Corporation 123 in the sunshine. As we leave from the City Museum, the famous Portsmouth City Museum in all its glory there, in all its Victorian finery. So if I don't see you before, hope you enjoy this video. Hopefully I'll catch up with you all very soon at some point. And I shall say ta for the like.